Good morning, guys. Welcome to school. This is going to be another video in which we work out some of the problems that are on the assignment on Google Classroom. Just to help you and get you a better grade. Some of you don't need it, but some of us need to review a little bit more so that we refresh our skills. Okay, so today we're going to be looking at inequality graphs, and with that, let's jump right in. We need some background notes, and I went ahead and did a little bit of note taking just so that I just kind of review it and just go over it so that we have an idea of what to do once we're presented with the graphs. Okay, so the very first thing that we need to understand is that if you want to graph a line, you must have the equation y equals mx plus b. M represents the slope and b represents the y-intercept. When we're dealing with inequalities, they're just going to have the same form, y equals mx plus b. So it's like if you were just graphing a line, right? But the difference is that instead of the equal sign, you have the greater than or less than, okay? Now, if you have greater than or equal to, you're going to shade above, okay? Because we want all the x and y values that are above the line or that satisfy the statement of being greater than, okay? Now, if you have less than or equal to, you're going to shade below because, again, we want all the x values that are below the line, okay? So with that in mind, let's just go ahead and do a problem, all right? Okay, so now this is a little bit intimidating, but the first thing you want to do when you're presented with this graph is identify the y-intercept. So my y-intercept here is going to be positive 2. So you say that b equals 2, okay? And then the next thing that you want to do is find the slope, okay? And we said that the slope is m, okay? So you want to, since this is going up, you definitely have a positive slope, all right? And so you go from 2, you find your next point, which is right here, all right? It is right there, okay? And how many did you go up? You went up 3. And how many did you go to the right? You went to the right 1, okay? So your slope is positive 3 over 1. And that's all you need. You need your y, okay? Did we shade above or below? We obviously shaded above. So if you shade above, you have to put the greater than, right? Now, because your line is not solid, that means you cannot put this right here, okay? This is what I'm about to show you. You cannot put this because your line is not greater than or equal to. It's only greater. So we erase that. Y is greater than. First, we put our slope, 3 over 1 x, okay, plus 2, okay? And so that's pretty much the answer, all right? So sometimes it's easy to start with this inequality and be able to graph it, knowing the slope and knowing the y-intercept. And it takes a little bit more thinking to go backwards, all right? But essentially, it's just the same thing, all right? So let's do 2 more, and then after that, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get 100 on your assignment. So what did we do on the previous problem? We first found the y-intercept, and the y-intercept is going to be the letter b. So what is it? When does our inequality cross the y-axis? And that is going to be 8. So we say b is 8. Then we identified our slope, and we said that that corresponds with the letter m. Now, because your line is going down, it's slanted down, it's going to be a negative slope, all right? So first we find our y-intercept, and then we find our next point. Our next point is going to be right there, okay? So how many did we go down? We went down 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Down 4. And how many to the right? 1, all right? Okay, so Did we shade up? Above or below? We obviously shaded above the line. So that means that this has to be greater than, all right? And is it greater than or equal to? No, because our line is dashed. So we just leave it like that. Y is greater than negative 4 over 1 x, okay, plus 8. And so that wasn't so bad, all right? Okay, again, if you have further questions, you can post them on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube comments, all right? And let's go and jump to the next one. All right, so again, we identify our y-intercept, and our y-intercept corresponds to the letter B. When does it cross the y-axis? Obviously here at negative 6, all right? Then we identify our slope, which corresponds with the letter M. So we start with this point and we go to the next point. The next point is right there. All right, so that is going to be how many up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's positive because it's slanted up, okay? And it's positive up 6 and over 1. All right, did we shade above or below? Shaded above the line. All right, and one more thing, is it greater than or equal to? It's only greater because our line is dashed, so we do not need to put the little bar below the greater than or equal to sign. So 6 over 1x minus 6, and boom, that is my inequality. All right, so this is a shorter video. It's definitely a skill that we need to reinforce, but I'm sure that everyone's going to do great. All right, so with that in mind, good luck, and I hope to hear from you soon.